The Insanity SMP. It's hardcore SMP, but everyone has superpowers. Everyone has superpowers. The viewer gets the chance to join. The viewer gets the chance.
The Insanity SMP is a hardcore Minecraft bedrock SMP where everyone has superpowers, and today we're going to be going over the Season 1 lore. Insanity SMP starts shortly after a member named Frosty Bros runs into the owner named Killian, and Killian gives him this message.
I have a message for you, but I can only tell you if you return to your home and defeat me in combat.
These two duke it out. To no one's surprise, Frosty wins and receives this message.
My netherite is on the edge of death, which means that I almost broke his armor. You did well. You have defeated a god, and you have proven worthy. Here is what you must know, Frosty. A great darkness is coming. It is uncertain if it can be stopped. The great darkness will cover the land. Warn those that you can trust. I responded, is there any way I can stop it? I couldn't let this great darkness take anything. Perhaps you can stop it. Tell me how. How can I stop this great darkness? The best I can help is granting a power. And I responded to please. I need great power, that way I can stop this darkness. I can grant powers to any man or animal. Sing your bond with your bird, Icy.
Now Frosty's bird Icy has been granted with immortality. Killian and his brother Jullian get in an argument over what their nation's name should be. They fight and Killian barely wins. Frosty finds a strange cabin in the woods that he's never seen before. He has an unexpected visitor watching him. Jullian founds the Second Banana Republic. Now would be a good time to mention Frosty and Jullian have beef and are in a war because it's going to come back up pretty soon. It came back up sooner than I realized it would. Jullian makes a peace treaty for Frosty to sign, and it reads this.
Banana Republic Peace Treaty. The Banana Republic is willing to make peace with you, Frosty. But you must do the following. 1. Leave a chest buried a couple blocks below 0. 0 must contain an extra life. 2. In the same chest you must put 2 extra diamond blocks and 1 netherite ingot. To show that you will be doing this, please sign this book and place it into a chest at the Gamers Republic. Everything in this book and war shall be ended. You may have better armor and weapons than me, but you will regret not agreeing to the treaty. Don't try me, Frosty.
Frosty gives him dirt and leaves him a message.
Message for Jullian. Look above you. No. Go upstairs. There will be no peace between us, and I'm not scared of your plans. 1 more 4. I'm always one step ahead of you, and you cannot hide forever.
Frosty catches a member by the name of Mr. Meow walking around his base, causing harm, and pretending to be Jullian. Frosty goes into his house, and everything's dark. He doesn't know what's happening. Then it hits him. The great dark that is coming. A couple days later, Frosty comes home greeted by a sign.
The great darkness tells me your secrets. You cannot hide.
Frosty knew just where to go. Frosty steals some armor and returns home, but something's off.
I can control time.
Who are you?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about who controls me.
Controls? Who controls you?
Great darkness knows about that little birdie you're hiding.
Icy? My bird? How do you know about that?
I want something from you.
What's that?
I want to harness your power.
No! Are you crazy?
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Huh? What the heck? This is not funny, man.
They draw their swords, and Frosty chases after this man. That wasn't the actual audio, I just found that funny. Killian's in the mines when Frosty comes up and asks him about a book. The book is just yapping. Killian doesn't know a single thing about it. Later on, while Killian's working on his tower, he jumps off, but his elytra doesn't work, and he falls. Then all of a sudden, he's back on the tower. Frosty finds and kidnaps Jullian. Then, he goes in for the kill. And now he no longer has to worry about Jullian.
I will get you out of here. Join me, and we can take down Frosty forever, as well as that bird. No more suffering. I have a place where we can hide. Follow me, Jullian.
I can reverse time. You gotta work for me. Say forth if you understand.
Frosty goes to the cabin, and underneath finds a defenseless Jullian in prison. He can now finally kill him for good.
Hello, Frosty.
Soon after, Frosty would come home to a chest with a book reading,
Frosty, as one of your greatest allies, I will help you when you need me. From?
Frosty would find out across the bridge was a new member named Pepsi.
But for some weird reason, he started running out of his base. I had no idea what he was up to.
Later, Frosty would come back to Pepsi's base in need of a prison for Jullian. Pepsi would have just what he needed. The Moover Doover 5000. This was an impossible prison to escape because every piston was running at once, so if you tried to break a block, it wouldn't break. Frosty would come home to Mr. Meow, standing there with bright white eyes. The darkness was overriding Frosty's base. It was everywhere. Pepsi would come home to a surprise.
Hello, Pepsi. You seem weak, pathetic. Perhaps I can make you stronger. It's not a simple task, but you must kill Frosty. Doing this will grant you immortality. You will never have to worry about the fear of death.
What am I doing here again?
So join me. Let's be friends forever. And if you don't listen to me, I will make you. Go kill him. Kill Frosty.
That's exactly what he did. He killed Frosty.
You fell for my trap, and now you must give me your powers. Hey, come back here. Where are you going?
Frosty and Ario, the man who left the book for Frosty, go to Pepsi's base, and they find out the darkness is covering it. Pepsi acts like nothing happened, and Frosty thinks, hey, I can trust this man. Jullian shows up to Killian's tower.
Hey Killian, I wanted to ask you more about the darkness thing you told me about last night. Jullian, what are you talking about? Wait, you don't remember? You came to my base and after a long battle, you warned me about something called the darkness. None of that rings a bell?
No, I still don't remember any of that.
Well, I guess I should tell you what I know. It could be important.
Okay, how about we talk about this inside though? It's starting to get dark.
Jullian then explained everything that happened.
One month later, Jullian was working on his base and hadn't thought about what had happened.
Oh, hey Killian.
Apparently I had come to Jullian's base, but something was off. According to Jullian, my eyes were golden yellow and I was floating in the air. Jullian accepted, and after a long battle, Jullian won.
Wait, the darkness. Please slow down. I'm not going to remember any of this.
Jullian thought for a moment, and then decided what he should do.
Give it to my cat.
Oh yeah, Jullian has a cat, by the way.
Then I flew off into the distance, and Jullian continued to build while thinking about what I had said. Jullian quickly connected the dots between the person who had helped him and the darkness I warned him about.
So, Killian, I need you to help me stop the darkness, because I can't do it on my own, and I don't want to let the darkness destroy everything.
So, Jullian, how about I get some of my friends and we'll take this guy down?
Okay, but be prepared. This guy is more powerful than you think.
Alright, I'll remember. But are you certain that guy who came to your base was actually me and not just some guy who...
Then thunder struck. This thunder left the darkness at Killian's base. Killian glides in the direction of his friend's base to find help.
Hey, Nathan, Mr. Meow, I need to talk to you two. Follow me to the meeting room, it's important. So, yesterday my brother gave me a warning. Jullian was rescued by someone wearing a dark green hood, who also said they were something called the darkness. And he also had glowing
white eyes.
Anyways, right after Jullian explained this, we heard a bunch of lightning outside.
So what you're saying is that we have to go and stop the guy that helped Jullian in order to get rid of the darkness blocks.
Yup, and from what I know, he's currently at Jullian's base and has Jullian working for him. But Jullian can't do anything about it because he's just too powerful.
I'll help Jullian, but I'm fine with the world dying.
So here's some useful maps. They could come in handy. This is a map of my base, nothing special, it just shows you what my base is like.
I gotcha.
This is a map of Jullian's base. And this is a map of Frosty's base. But something happened there and I don't know what. So anyways, are you two on board with helping me stop this guy?
Yes. Okay.
They return to Killian's base and find out the darkness had spread. So Killian, Nathan, and Mr. Meow head to Jullian's base to find and stop the darkness. They found the darkness, but something unexpected happened.
You really think only you two could defeat me?
Wait, what do you mean, two? There's three of us.
Nathan, where did you get your armor?
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You created that armor using my power.
Do you have any idea what he means by this?
I have no idea.
Nathan attacked.
The darkness used Nathan's armor to take control of him. Killian flew away while Mr. Meow fought off the darkness. Or did he fight off the darkness?
Oh, hey Meow, how did you even make it here that fast?
I can go invisible. I vanished as soon as you left, and they just lost track of me.
Killian went to recruit Frosty Bros to help fight the dark. By now, the darkness of Frosty's base had expanded drastically. It turns out Frosty had a sword from Nathan, and Pepsi's armor was from Nathan. And all of that was made by the darkness. They head to the darkness's cabin, but by now, it's a compound. Downstairs, they find a different timeline IC and an area built to look like the darkness's face, along with a secret room.
Secret room, secret room.
And in this secret room, they find a past version of the darkness's house.
The only place I can't control time. It is stuck in one timeline.
Frosty plays hide and seek with, the darkness. Frosty's base is covered in darkness blocks, so he writes a letter to Jullian to help him.
Jullian, now we both know how smart you are, and I'm gonna need your help. Considering you're the smartest mechanic I know, I have a bit of a problem here. Please help me.
So Jullian gets to work. Jullian's device works and gets rid of the darkness blocks, but it also opens up a hole into the ground. This hole leading into a cave with a portal. This cave would be named the Red Buffer Cave.
Back when I first joined the server, a red meteor hit the ground and exploded. This left a giant red crater. In the ground, this crater also had red corrupted parts and also left behind a portal. So from what we can tell, this meteor's energy had to create this red buffer zone. And the energy I'm talking about is whatever force is making the meteor red. And the energy this is has to be strong.
Frosty would go into the darkness's house to find answers, but instead, he would find a prison built for Jullian that was inescapable, in case Jullian betrayed the darkness. Frosty warns Jullian about this, and Jullian tells him to warn the others, because something is about to go down. So that's exactly what Frosty does. He goes, and he warns the others. Frosty takes Jullian to the darkness's base, but that was a big mistake.
Why are you here, Jullian?
Sorry, sir. I was just checking out the place.
Now, you know what I told you about coming here uninvited.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
No worries, I can trust you, right?
Of course, I will never let you down.
That's the Jullian I know. How about you come down here with me?
Okay,
I have a few runs to take, but you must promise not to go down there.
I promise.
Farewell, Jullian.
Goodbye, Mr. Dark.
Goodbye.
After the darkness leaves, Frosty shows Jullian the room, and Jullian gives Frosty a set of orders so that he could trap the darkness.
Jullian said that first I need to get sand. He said that I didn't need too much, but I need a decent amount. And that I'll need to also kill a lot of creepers, that way I can get gunpowder. After I get enough gunpowder, I need to craft TNT. Once all TNT is crafted, I need to bring it to Bananas Republic. And when I'm there, I'll meet Jullian and give him the TNT. Would you like me to help you?
No, I feel like I should do this alone.
So Jullian goes to set up his trap.
Come check this out. I finished building the armory.
Looks good.
Now.
Did you really think you could trap someone who can see through time?
Glad I put blast protection on this armor.
Jullian, how dare you betray me? Don't think you're getting away. I am going to be your worst nightmare.
We don't have enough water for cooling. I can fire the laser at the Gamers Republic to destroy a ton of darkness blocks and therefore weaken him, but it is guaranteed to blow up on us. Yet I don't think we have another option. Get back. Carl. What happened? Was that you? Wait, where'd the darkness go? I thought he would have reversed time by now.